Good morning, my name is Janine and I am going to show you how to apply your makeup on properly to enhance the pretty features of your face and to hide the ugly features. So what we're going to do is I always start off with a clean face, and what I did is I put my MaryKay moisturizer on and my day cream. Sunscreen is wonderful. You definitely want to protect yourself from the UV rays and any sun damage or free radicals that could attack your face. And then I'm going to, again, apply that moisturizer, and then I'm going to start off with a primer. The primer that I use is a MAC Prep and Prime. Wouldn't leave the house without it. It just gives you a more even look. I just put a little bit onto my makeup brush. I am completely running out, which I am so upset about, so I have got to go today to get it. Oh, good. I do have just enough left to show you today. That's how much I love it. Okay. You're just going to evenly distribute that all over your face. It feels so good. Now, in my tutorial before my makeup tutorial, I did this hairstyle. Now, when you put it all together, it does look amazing. And I wonder what the people were thinking before, thinking, that girl is so hideous without makeup on. Why is she giving me any fashion tips? Okay. Now, as you can see, I don't have tons of acne, but I do have a couple little spots. So I will show you how to get rid of that. But I do have hideous under eyes. So that is one place that, lack of sleep, 2 dogs, 2 kids, 3 children, 1 amazing husband, it'll do it to you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I use the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. Okay, the color I use is NW30, but whatever works for me may not necessarily work for you. You just put a smidge on here, but for some odd reason, this bottle likes to give me enough for 4 people. Oh, not today. Today it proved me wrong. Okay, put it back in the bag. You put it right here in your dark under circles. Now, this is not, you don't need to put this around your whole face. You're going to put it right here. If you put it anywhere other than your under eyes and a couple of zits, it is going to soak into your pores, cause you more acne, and it looks horrible. A little bit goes a long way when it comes to this. I like to get right here in my crease so it all looks even. Okay. And then you're going to get, see, today my concealer behaved. You're going to get right here on those little specks. Mine aren't really bad because I've been working on them. I use Retin-A on all of my acne spots and on my whole face every night. It actually is an anti-aging cream that people use for acne. Love it. Okay, you gotta get those dark spots really good. Now, I did get a new tidbit that if your makeup brushes are starting to let go a bunch of hairs on there, you can wash them with some baby soap and condition them, and that helps. Haven't tried it yet, but sounds like an amazing tip. So just get those little spots. I have this little freckle. I don't mind it, but I still cover it. I think it's cute, but, I like a flawless face. That's my personal opinion, but I do think that freckles are absolutely perfect on some people. God bless you with that beauty mark. You can choose to enhance it if you want. Okay, so there's my concealer. Now, I like to contour and highlight. I am not super skinny, but I'm not chunky by all means. So what I do is I highlight certain areas, like under my eyes and the top of my T-zone. And then I contour here on my neckline, my cheekbone, just to make my face to look longer and thinner. Every girl's dream. Now, this foundation is MaryKay Medium Coverage. Love this one too. I'm not stuck on any one type of makeup, but I do like to find the best in each makeup line. Okay, now what I'm going to do, see, I'm running out of everything. This is my problem. I'm showing you my tutorial at the end where, where I'm running out. Okay, so here I use the Beige 302 to highlight, and what I do is I put moisturizer on the entire time I'm putting on makeup. So I put a little bit here on my hand, and I'm going to blot some of that foundation onto there. Then I'm going to place it in all the places I want to highlight. I want to highlight under my eyes. I want to highlight my nose, my chin, and my forehead. Okay? If you have extra moisturizer on there, leave it. You're going to use that for the next step of your foundation. I personally love to use a liquid foundation. When I do my makeup, I want it to stay on all day. I want long-lasting makeup that I don't constantly have to retouch. Now, let's say that you are someone who have tons of acne, which I have been there. It's just now this year that I am finally getting control of my acne. What you're going to do is you are going to, it's called a stippling motion. You are going to stipple a little extra foundation on that specific bump. Use the foundation that you are specifically using on that spot. Don't use, a ton of concealer, because what's going to do is instead of it looking like a red bump, it's going to look like a big white bump. No bumps are allowed. Okay? As you notice here, just blot there in your specific highlighting areas. And then you're done. Some of you may be quicker and some of you may be slower at doing this. I personally love to take my time. It is, 7 o'clock in the morning at my house. Little Wilson is watching TV. Lexi, of course, is fast asleep. So this is the time that is my me time. And if you are a mom out there, we don't get a lot of me time. So when it comes to doing my makeup, I take my time. I don't rush. There's no need to rush. Now on a Sunday morning, always rushing. Okay, now this is my, I guess it's my contouring foundation. It's my other foundation. Actually, this is the medium foundation. And then contouring foundation I don't use. Okay, this is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. It is wonderful for people who are into commercials and taking pictures. I know that they use it on TV a lot. The color that I use is NW30, which is funny because I think that's the color of my concealer as well. I'm going to use my medium cover foundation on my entire face. I'm going to try not to touch the highlighted areas, except to blend it in a little bit. But I like that those are highlighted and lighter than the rest of my face, because that's where you want to enhance. I love to do it here on the side of my nose. My nose isn't huge, but I love to make it look like the cute little fairy nose. Now, if you are someone who you are not blessed with huge, huge lips, my sister, blessed with fabulous lips. Me, they're medium, and that's fine. That's the way that the Lord decided to bless me, is with medium lips. Okay? I do blot a little bit here, just for some extra. But don't do a ton there, because the whole point was for you to highlight that area. Okay? Now, you put a little bit right here under your lips, and that makes your lips look more plumpy, because it gives it a little shadow there. I learned that. I was so excited. Okay. Now, if you get a little makeup here, don't worry about it. Okay? And if you have hairs all over your face like I do because I forgot to wash my brushes, don't worry about that either. Okay. I like to carry my foundation down into my neck and my ears. My suggestion, do not put on earrings beforehand, because then they will just look dirty. So I'm constantly fixing my ears and using, I have an extra toothbrush that I use to clean my earrings every day. See, they lose that pretty shine. But I just like to look the same color all the way from my ears to my neck to my chin line to my chest. So it takes a couple extra seconds, but to me it's worth it to look more professional. Now, I could stop here, have a flawless skin, put some mascara on, some cheek color, and be done. But why stop there when I have plenty of time? So, now, to close it in, to seal it pretty much, all of your makeup, what I do is I use 2 different powder foundations. Again, my MaryKay. My highlighting color is Ivory 2, and my other color is Beige 0.5. That's what works for me. It may not, of course, necessarily work for you. I put the highlighting color here in the top, swirl it around, a little bit goes a long way. You don't have to look like, I don't want to say who I think you'll look like, because that sounds rude, so never mind. Okay, put your highlighting here, your nose, your chin, it. And stop. Move on. Now here's my beige 0.5 by MaryKay. Sometimes you get too much on the brush, just tap it. Okay? Then this you're going to put everywhere else. Okay. And just blend that in. Again, here around the nose to give you a thinner nose. Surgery in one brush. Okay. Now, and I do show you a lot of steps, but that's because I want my makeup to last from 7 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock at night. Okay. Then I use the Prep and Prime by MAC. It is absolutely fabulous. And what it does is it gives it that finishing touch, and it's a good blending tool. Okay. It does make you look a little whiter, but when you add your cheek color and your bronzer, you're fine. But this just really just holds that makeup there all day. Sometimes I think it looks better before, but I know after I put my finishing spray that it's fine. Okay, now I am almost out of my bronzer too. I'm telling you, I need to go makeup shopping. Yeah, my husband can't wait to hear that, I bet. You're going to get your bronzer. You're going to put it on its own brush. Do not share brushes. You have a foundation brush, you have a bronzing brush, you have a cheek blush brush. Okay? You're going to put this on your cheeks here. You know where you go like this? That's where you're going to highlight. Oh, look, I have put a little dark eyeshadow there by mistake. Okay. So, you're going to contour. Okay. Then you're going to put it here on your nose. I know some celebrities go like this. And then, of course, on your neckline, if you are someone who has that double chin, that whatever. I don't have that, but some people do. You put a little bit of bronzer here, and it will appear like you have that beautiful A-line neck that people pay thousands of dollars for, and you only have to buy an $18 bronzer. Look who's smarter. Put it right here. Bring it all the way down. Okay. Now, if you are going on a commercial, you are going to use a matte blush. If you are just hanging out in town, you're not getting your pictures taken, then you are fine to use anything with shimmer or glitter. Now that I don't have acne, I do use a glitter blush. When I did have acne, I only use a matte finish. MaryKay used to have this fantastic color called Pink Petals. They don't have it anymore, but let's say that is something that you thought was absolutely fabulous. What you can do is, I bet you can find a MaryKay consultant close to you, and they may have one in stock. Who knows? But Pink Petal, I did put a good little divot in there. So what I did is, instead of using it every single day, I only use it on days specifically that I want to get my pictures taken. Because that extra shimmer and those particles, they do not photograph well. Okay, but Dainty by MAC is really, really pretty. It is very shimmering. The camera, you can't appreciate it on the camera. But this I put on my cheekbones. Okay? You do that cheesy smile. Cheesy. Put right here on your little apple. Again here. Now, I like it super pink. That's my thing. Let's say that you don't like it super pink. Blend it in. You don't have to do exactly what I do. Today it's a little too pink.